Wouldn't you like to know how to make some money online writing articles? I mean, writing is an essential part of communication worldwide. So why not get paid for it? Let's go find out some ways to make some money doing it. Ready? What's up, guys? Kris Krāze here, and like I said, we're going to be talking about how to make money online writing articles. So if you like to write, that's great. If you don't like to write, maybe you want to consider doing it because there's money to be made. So what we're going to talk about today is how to make money online writing articles, like I said. But before we do that, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the like button so you can get updates on any time I release new videos, because I guarantee that you'll like them, because that's just what we do. So before we go in here, I'm going to explain a couple things first. How serious you take this is up to you. You can either copy and paste. You can either have articles rewritten. These are some tricks and some hacks and things that I like to call benefits to the position. Now, when you go in here, what you also need to be aware of is this. The more you get creative with the storyline and stories and writing, the more you can charge. So that's going to be a tip that I'm going to preface this with. Now, if you want to just take the simple route and just write some articles or some blog posts or any type of media, there's a lot of medias that can be written. Articles, blog posts, white books, anything. I mean, anything has writing in it. You can rewrite articles. You can ghostwrite for people. There's a lot of things that can be written, and people need writing. Websites need writing, videos need transcriptions, podcasts need transcriptions. So you see here, there's a lot of forms of writing. Now, how to make money on it, that's what we're going to talk about next. But stick around to the end of the video, because I'm going to show you exactly how people are charging $99 or more an hour writing. That's right, $99 an hour writing. Wouldn't you like to get paid $99? We're going to show you that at the end of the video, so you got to stick around to that. But first, let's jump into my laptop and we'll find out how to write and what websites we are. We're in my computer screen now, so let's go and show you exactly what these websites are. There's 4 of them. We're going to start with number 4 because I like to count down. Number 4 is TextBroker, textbroker.com. This is what it looks like on the front page. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to log into my account as a purchaser. And the reason I'm doing that is because I could log in as a writer, but when you see it as a purchaser, at least on this platform, you see what the purchaser wants. You see what I would want if I'm buying content. When you understand what the person buying content wants, then you have a little bit better in-depth understanding on how things work and how what they want, basically. So let's go in and take a look. Inside my account here, you could see, and I've done a bunch of orders. I've used TextBroker a lot, so I understand both sides of it. And what happens here is this. When you do a direct order, which is me directly to you as the writer, TextBroker is going to charge me a little bit more. And the reason they're going to do that is because they understand that maybe I've worked with you before, maybe I have some pre-existing knowledge that you're a better writer or something like that. So that's why they're going to charge me more. Now, open orders are just an open order that's for anybody to grab, and you could be in that pile of lists of open orders as well, and that's where you would come in and you would select an open order, I guess is the roundabout way of saying it. Now, when you click on order guidelines, what you need to know here is you get paid differently for writing different types of content. And I'm going to talk about this over the video. And of course, like I mentioned earlier, at the end, I have a bonus to show you on writers that are charging $99 an hour. So don't forget that. Now, what happens here is this. General templates, blogs, press releases. Press releases are going to be more than blogs. So that's something that you need to keep in mind. Social media, Facebook, Twitter, website content. Every one of these has a little bit different pricing structure, at least on this platform. Generally, they do as well, because press releases are formal. They go out to the public. They need a little bit more attention to details. So typically, you'll get paid more to write press releases. Now, regular content like blog content and website content, or what they would call pillar articles, which are longer articles, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 words, to keep it simple. These are things that they are just general pay. Now, the pay differs, and we're going to talk about that as well. So now, coming in here, when you go to create an order, what I see on my end when I'm creating an order is this. So I would come in, and I just did an open order. How they rate here is depending on your stars, and you'll see this frequently, different stars get paid differently. And what this means is if you're a 2-star writer, a 2-star writer gets paid less than a 5-star writer, at least on this platform. The star scale is the same on some other platforms. They might have different pay schedules or different amounts of stars, and we could talk about that later. Based on TextBroker, just first and foremost, as you can see here on the right-hand side, now, a 2-star article with an open order, word count about 1,000 to 1,250 words is max cost for all words, $18.75. Now, there's a 40-cent TextBroker service fee, as you can see there. Now, what's going to happen is if I bump this up to 5 stars, you can see that bumps to $90. So, obviously, the more stars, the more cost for me, the more pay to you as a writer. And the reason being is this: what they do is they base your writing and your skill level and how good you are and knowledgeable at writing, and that's what they assign the stars to. And I'll explain a little bit more on the next one, but I just want to cover this here. So obviously you would come in, you would create the order. I'm going to list my keywords, and then I'm going to do the briefing, and this kind of just tells you what's going on here. The client. So you would be my client. Now, if I go ahead and expand this, and I'm going to do this because I want to show you, I think TextBroker has a very good format here. And to be honest, tip is I use this format in some of my other platforms as well because I really like it. Now, I don't have to go into all the details. You can look at this yourself, but basically in a nutshell, the overview, the purpose of the content, the target audience, voice, style, tone, formatting requirements. Please do not include additional guidances, examples. I'm going to be putting as much details in here to help you as the writer understand what you need to be writing. Now, the star rating applies to how knowledgeable you are on the subject as well. You're going to come in when you create your account, and you're going to be able to tell them what industries you know, what topics you know, things like that. And those are going to help them assign a star rating to you. Obviously, your stars can increase or decrease based on your knowledge and based on how well you do at writing. The more articles you write, the more that helps your star rating increase to an extent. That's just one of the factors. So this is one that I personally had written. As you can see here, this is kind of my thing in a nutshell. So basically what I did is it was 662 words is what was written. I only wanted 550 to 600. Any more that you write, that's fine. It's not like you get paid more, at least here, because they cap it out. So what happens is it cost me $11.15. Processing time 3 days. So there is going to be a processing time where that order goes open. It allows people like you, if you're writing, to come in and select it. And then what's going to happen is you're going to go and you're going to write it and you're going to submit it. Now, you have to follow the guidelines. If you don't follow the guidelines, I'm going to ask for you to change it or to rewrite it or to do something like that. And that could potentially take a hit. It obviously costs you more time. Time is money. You don't want to do that. So make sure you read everything in advance. SEO options, those are important as well. Those are going to be the keywords and stuff like that. So we're good here. That's it for TextBroker. Now let's move to number 3. What is number 3? Right here. Here's the main page. They do casting calls, talent search, AI powered. Now you might be thinking, what does all this have to do with me? Well, when you come down at the very bottom of the screen and you click for businesses or for freelancers, well, I would be the business because I would be getting the content. Now, if I wanted to write, I would be a freelancer, which that's what you are. So you click freelancers, and when you open up freelancers, it would open up this page right here, talent overview. Now they tell you that you can earn 3 cents to $2 a word. The pay is based on the star rating. And they go in here. I can let you go in and see all of this yourself. I don't have to explain all of this on the video here. But basically, the star rating applies, and they have a lot more. Now, let's see here. There are only a few places that this works with. Writer Access, United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, Ireland, and New Zealand. So unfortunately, if you're not in those areas, it wouldn't apply to you. But there are other sites, like we've talked in this video, that do. Now, About Us, you can see their whole About Us page, their content pricing. This is why I love Writer Access, because what happens here is when I come in and I want to get an article written, or you come in and you want to write articles, because that's what you would be doing here, and that's the purpose of this video, they have a sliding scale that talks about the star rating, and it goes anywhere from 4 cents a word suggested all the way up to $2 a word suggested, just like we talked about earlier. Now you can play with this and you can see exactly what's going on here, because the spelling and grammar, the keyword, all of this stuff, it all applies. Now, I would personally make this recommendation. If you want to be a better writer and you really want to focus on a lot and focus on different things, which is a lot, and bring all that in so that you could be a better writer, look at this page that I'm showing right here, because spelling and grammar, basic tone and style, keywords and links, clarity and precision, all of these are simple stuff. But when you start scaling all the way up, they're giving you a platform right here and telling you almost like a blueprint to say, if you're in industry wizardry, that's where you charge the most. Special requirements, deeper research, content visibility. You can use these to yourself, and you could say, okay, if I'm going to go in and only write about a certain industry, what industry needs writing the most? Pick that industry, or an industry that you like. Maybe you know a lot about a certain subject. Well, you can come in here and go, okay, industry specialty, that pays more. Brand alignment, technical smarts, industry mastery. If you see here, a lot of the industry stuff's at the bottom. That's the stuff that pays a lot more. So the more you know about something, the more you can be refined and focused on one thing. Remember, the person that wears many hats doesn't always succeed at everything. So doing that and knowing that, focus in on this. Now, another thing before we get off this, writeraccess.com, is the professional writing skill and price guide, as you can see on the page here. This is available on their website. I would personally get it, look at it. It's very, very good. The reason being is it tells you a lot about writing and a lot about the person ordering the content, and a lot about the writer and how those two match and intermix. And you can see right here on the screen, I don't have to read it, but everything's right here. So off Writer Access, and now we're on to freelance writers, which is Fiverr.com. Now, if you haven't heard of Fiverr, now you do. It's Fiverr.com. And I clicked on writing and translation and just that tab, and it opened up everything here. This shows you all the different types of writing, so you can use this to your benefit. Now, if you come on here and you post your profile on here, you can offer writing gigs. Now, I wouldn't recommend it so much, because Fiverr's known as kind of a less paying, if you will. And the reason being is it's Fiverr. It's geared towards $5 Fiverr, you get it? So $5, not everything's $5. There's a lot that are not $5. But if you want to make more money, that's the one that we're going to talk about next. Let's keep on Fiverr here. So what you can do is you can come in here, articles, blog posts, resume writing, translation, all of this. You can look in and see what maybe your forte is. What do you like? And you can see what the different contents are. Now, what we see here is how I write a professional medical and health article, $15. So $15 an article. Now, of course, they probably have different standards in here. What you can see here, up to 2 focus words, topic research, 1 professional, up to 500 words. So 500 words for $15, not bad. A 500 word article for $15. Well, you can see that on Text Broker, I actually paid less, but that was me. So that's not everybody. This might be focused, like we talked about earlier. Focusing on a specific niche is going to get you paid more. And this just goes in. Go in and look at some of their profiles. You can look at what they offer here, how many keywords, how many revisions. All of that stuff's important. You want to keep that in mind, because it's time. So don't give the world. Set your standards. Make a good profile and say, look at this many keywords, this many rewrites, this much time. Excuse me, whatever the case is. You want to do that, because if not, you're going to be giving away the world, and that's your time. Now, the last but not least, and the number one, where we showed you that you can actually make $99 an hour or more, is right here. Look at this page that I'm looking at here. The first one, or third one here, is $100 an hour. Content writing. Specializes in content writing. You can click on that and see what he does, but clearly it's working, and clearly he's able to charge that much, because look at, he's earned $5,000 doing it. So if he's only done one article, and one article took an hour, and it's $100. You see what I'm saying here? The prices add up. Now, $5,000 this guy's made. Look down here. This girl, Dr. Michael P., $100,000 she's made. Now, we don't know how long they've been on here. I'm not going to go into their profiles and look, but the main focus is this. She charges $74.80 an hour. This person up here charges $50 an hour, $35 an hour. So it is all over the place. The best thing to do is I would come in here. Here's another one. And I typed in writing. So $99 an hour, $50 an hour, 6K earned, 10K earned, $50, $45 an hour. So you can see here, 50K. Look at these people earned $50 an hour, 70K earned. So I'm going to click on this here and open up her profile so that we could see how long she's been a member. We scroll down here. You can actually see some of their projects as well, which is good. So when you click on their member profile, you can go down. If they make it public or their work history and feedback, you might even be able to see what the project was, what they did, how they wrote it. That helps you because you get inside knowledge, if you will, on how these people are operating, what they're doing, what people are paying. So clearly this shows that people are paying this much. Now look at start an offer. Popular project she puts right here, article starting at $300, white paper starting at $500, landing pages starting at $300. You can request pricing from her. So you know what? They actually removed this. I was able to see before how long people have been on this platform, and you know what? I'm not able to see that now, so they did take that off. But regardless, this just shows you that people do want content, and this shows you that there is ways to make money writing online. There's ways to make money online writing articles, and it shows right here. So whether you're charging per article, per word, whether you're getting paid per article, per word, or you're charging an hourly rate, you've seen the numbers, you've seen how it can happen. Make it happen, and you could do it from anywhere. Your home, on the beach, if you like writing, regardless of what it is. That's the purpose of this video. I'm Kris Krāze. Until next time, we'll see you on the flip side.